Now, word on the street is that Emma Meesseman, has been receiving offers from several WNBA teams. I did a video a couple months ago letting you guys know how the Fever should have been trying to sign her, but I don't think she really wanted to come to the W. Well, looked like she could be very much on the way. Andy Constable stated, as the WNBA itches closer to mid-season cut, down date players, Wave could be an indicator of teams trying to sign DeWanna Bonner and Emma Meesseman. Yes.
Emma Meesseman is poised to enter the WNBA as one of the most coveted free agents on the market. Recent developments indicate that the Belgian standout might team up with rising star Meesseman-Clark, generating significant excitement across the league, according to journalist Annie Costel. Meesseman has become a top priority for several WNBA franchises. The competition has intensified as teams navigate mid-season roster decisions, with multiple organizations making calculated moves to open roster spots.
Up to this point, Paige Beckers had missed 4 games, I think, and I think Caitlin had missed 5 games. Like, as far as I'm aware, these votes were done a few games ago, because Kiki Iriafen got 8 in the media and she got 8 in the players. And Kiki Iriafen has had 3 absolute stinkers in a row. Like, Kiki Iriafen, if you look at the stats, I'm pretty sure is below Leah Boston in essentially every stat that matters. And her team's worse than Leah Boston's team. But there is, for me,
the WNBA's mid-season cut-down deadline on July 13th, just 24 hours before the season's midpoint, has created urgency throughout the league. Teams must finalize their rosters by waiving players, and recent transactions saw both the Golden State Valkyries and Las Vegas Aces release multiple players to adjust their lineups. Although Meesseman has not yet decided on a WNBA return, league insiders confirm she's drawing widespread interest from playoff contenders. Minnesota, New York, and Phoenix are currently positioned as frontrunners for her services, particularly in light of her status as the 2019 Finals MVP.
I'm telling you right now, Indiana Fever fans has talked about all of this stuff over X, how the front office need to make a move to try to get Emma Meesseman, which I'm going to share that after we go through this article, man. So, as of right now, DeWanna Bonner is not picked up, and it says the WNBA's midseason cut-down date is fast approaching. A free agent force like DeWanna Bonner and Emma Meesseman will factor in decisions for several teams.
Meanwhile, DeWanna Bonner's situation presents a stark contrast. The two-time WNBA champion has struggled to land a new team after parting ways with Indiana. While early rumors suggested Phoenix might pursue her, insiders now report that those talks have stalled significantly. Bonner's abrupt departure from the Fever has reportedly made other franchises cautious. Several sources indicate that Indiana's front office may have shared concerns about her commitment with other teams.
No real argument to Paige over Caitlin right now. Caitlin has won more games. Has won more games than Paige when she's been on the floor. Paige has won 3 games this season. Caitlin has won 5. Out of 9, I think Paige has played 13. And at the end of the day, look, I don't really care. It's not that egregious putting Paige above Caitlin. But as you can see, 4v9, Sabrina Ionescu. If you guys don't know the lore with Sabrina Ionescu, the players...
Indiana Fever fans have taken to social media, urging the franchise to pursue Meesseman aggressively. The idea of pairing her with Meesseman-Clark has energized the fan base, who see the duo as a potential game-changer for the team's championship. Hopes Meesseman's elite skills and extensive playoff experience make her an ideal addition for any contender. Her versatility as a forward who can stretch the floor and create mismatches has made her one of the most sought-after players currently outside the league.
NBA teams have until July 13, have until July 13, 24 hours before midpoint of the season to waive players. So we just seen teams waive players yesterday and today. I think the Valkyries went on a waiving spree, and they waived some players. Then we have none other than the
Liberty, Lynx, and Mercury have surfaced as Meesseman's most likely destinations. Although her decision timeline remains uncertain, each team offers compelling advantages from championship pedigree to youthful rosters that could benefit from her veteran leadership. As the deadline nears, front offices are assessing roster composition and salary cap flexibility. Accommodating a player of Meesseman's caliber demands careful budgeting and tough personnel choices. Bonner's situation serves as a cautionary reminder that professional conduct matters in a league where character and chemistry weigh heavily. Despite her championship resume, lingering doubts about her reliability have tempered interest.
What they're doing to Caitlin, they did to Sabrina Ionescu before Caitlin got there. Now they all pretend to love Sabrina, but like Sabrina, there was one year where she didn't get an all-star starter because she was like she was like second in fan vote, she was like third in media vote, and she got, I think it was 19th in player vote. I think they voted her as the 19th best guard in the WNBA 2 seasons ago, and then didn't get a starter spot because of it. Alicia Gray, deservedly all-star, no questions about that. However, the dream have been...
The contrast between Meesseman and Bonner illustrates the various factors that influence WNBA player movement. While talent is essential, team culture and personality fit have become equally important in building winning programs. Recent interviews with coaches and executives stress the growing importance of continuity and shared values in roster decisions. Franchises now prioritize players who align with their long-term vision and commitment.
Las Vegas Aces, they waived some players yesterday as well. And as of right now, it's looking like DeWanna Bonner possibly could not be getting picked up. So the article goes on to say, according to multiple sources,
Indiana's rebuild around Caitlin Clark is quickly becoming one of the WNBA's most compelling narratives, as the team seeks veterans to accelerate its rise. A player of Meesseman's quality could dramatically boost their playoff chances. Teams continue weighing short-term competitiveness against long-term flexibility. Attracting top international talent like Meesseman has become a key component of sustained organizational success.
I was about to say the dream of imploding, but they did beat the Liberty. Kelsey Mitchell over Caitlin Clark is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. Like, I don't even think Kelsey Mitchell, like, when it's all said and done, like, I think if you ask Kelsey Mitchell right now, she thinks she's the best player in the WNBA. I think when it's all said and done, I don't even think Kelsey Mitchell will put herself above Caitlin Clark. Skylar Diggins, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Kelsey Plum at 16th is wild. But in my opinion, the most wild one of all these is Jackie Young at 12th, down here at the bottom. So Jackie Young.
Insiders suggest Meesseman's decision could extend beyond the July 13th cut-down date, as teams might continue pursuing her depending on roster shifts and injury developments. The implications of these signings go beyond individual teams. Meesseman's return would further position the WNBA as a premier destination for global basketball talent. Successfully integrating international stars enhances both the league's appeal and its level of competition.
In Meesseman, who is considering a return to the WNBA, but has not definitely made up her mind. It stands across the league, man. Contenders like Minnesota, New York, and even Phoenix have the best shots. This is what they saying. Atlanta in the 2019 Finals MVP. There was an expectation around the league that Bonner could end up in Phoenix. And according to multiple sources, DeWanna Bonner discussions around signing her, the two-time WNBA, was excluded. Bonner is a two-time WNBA.
Financial dynamics also play a critical role in roster planning. Teams must strike a balance between acquiring stars and maintaining depth, while developing younger players. The salary cap structure requires strategic allocation of resources. Phoenix's interest in both Meesseman and Bonner reflects a bold approach to team building. Their direction may shift based on player availability and overall team fit, but their championship window remains open with their current core.
Is putting up crazy numbers. She is the 1A to Aja Wilson's 1B. And if you guys don't know, like, her and Aja, in my opinion, have been equivalent for the year. Jackie Young's been healthy the entire year. And there are two guards not on this list that the players voted above Caitlin Clark. There are, what? Like eight players maybe not on this list. And the thing is, like, if Kayla McBride was one of the players, she missed like 6 games to start the year. So
Minnesota's promising young core and rising trajectory offer a different kind of appeal, particularly for players eager to help build a contender from the ground up. These roster decisions coincide with the league's growth in popularity and media attention. High-profile player movement fuels fan interest and media scrutiny, and the ripple effects of mid-season acquisitions will likely influence competitive balance, both this year and beyond.
Champion, but as of right now, there's not a lot of teams that want to sign DeWanna Bonner for how she quit the Fever, bro. I told y'all The Indiana Fever front office, I made a video about this, bro, about the Fever front office, putting word out to the league, bro, to not sign her, bro. So her quitting on the team is not a good look at all. At all, not even a little bit.
Recent WNBA All-Star voting results have stirred debate over how players evaluate talent by position. Caitlin Clark was ranked 9th among guards, sparking controversy over the criteria used by fellow players in the overall rankings. Paige Buchers placed higher than Clark, despite both missing a similar number of games due to injury. However, Clark's team secured 5 wins in 9 games, while Bucher's squad managed only 3 wins in 13 appearances.
It's Chelsea Gray. Like, we know it's going to be Chelsea Gray. We know it's Chelsea Gray. This league has some obsession with Chelsea Gray. And Chelsea Gray is a bucket, don't get me wrong, but she's not a point guard. This league is some absolute weird obsession with Chelsea Gray. It's actually frightening. It is frightening. She's a solid 2 guard, but like Jackie Young's running the show. And like I tweeted out this as well. So obviously this is one of the tweets that I was using, but I tweeted out this earlier. I was like, 1, Jackie Young, come back to Indiana, but
this voting trend draws comparisons to previous cases like Sabrina Ionescu, who once received the 19th spot in player voting despite strong fan and media backing. She was ultimately left out of the starting lineup. These patterns point to a broader issue in how established players assess rising stars. For instance, Kelsey Mitchell's higher ranking over Clark has raised eyebrows, given Clark's more impressive all-around statistics. Similarly, while Skylar Diggins-Smith's ranking is justifiable, it still adds to the ongoing debate around evaluation standards.
Not even a little bit of a good look, man. So we got some Indiana Fever fans as of right now is lighting the fire up under the front office, but to get Emma Meesseman, man. These fans ain't messing around. Emma Meesseman is like that, bro. She's like that, dog. Now, there's a lot of people saying that Emma Meesseman could end up with the Liberty Lynx or the Mercury. As of right now, we don't know where the hell she could end up. But who wouldn't want to come join Caitlin Clark? They could.
Kelsey Plum's 16th place finish was especially surprising given her impressive stats: 20.6 points, 6 rebounds, 6.5 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. Jackie Young's 12th place ranking is perhaps the most questionable, considering her standout role as a playmaker next to A'ja Wilson. Comparing Clark to Natasha Cloud also reveals notable gaps. Even with 8 fewer games played, Clark outscored Cloud overall, although Cloud's assist numbers rank 3rd in the league. Clark holds a higher 3-point shooting percentage and made 6 more threes in far fewer games.
WNBA voters voted the 4th best guard, but the other 3 were 9th and lower. Kelsey Plum, 20.6, rounding up, 21, 6, and well, 1.5, just put it at 1.5. 18, 5, 9, and 1.6 steals per game. 9, 4 boards, 6.5 steals, and 1.5, or 6.5 assists, 1.5 steals. 18, 4, 4, and 1.3 steals.
Several players ranked above Clark aren't even the primary guards on their teams. For example, Brittany Sykes plays alongside Sonia Citrin, who many view as the superior backcourt option. This raises questions about whether voting was based on individual performance or broader team dynamics. The Liberty struggles without stars like Breena Stewart and Jonquel Jones further complicate the picture. Despite having highly ranked players like Cloud and Ionescu, the team's performance declined, suggesting individual rankings may not always reflect true impact on winning.